this out. Check this out. I really want you to look at this thing the way I really want you to view it. I want you to view it in a different way and in a more concentrated way, because I know if you really get this right, you're gonna make your future bright. You're gonna make your tomorrow right. You're gonna make everything about you right. All right. And sometimes there's those people who I see in the social media that they criticize people and tell them, oh, if you see this kind of a guy, you can think that he got the manual of life. People don't got the manual. They keep on learning. That's the things that they tell you. It's just like they've really learned and they really want to share with you so that you may be more brighter, you may be more educated, you may be more informative, and it's okay if you really want to take what they say. You are not forced to. People don't have manuals. Yes, they don't have manuals. They just know what they know. Not everybody who knows everything, and not anybody who knows everything. Even you yourself who thinks, yes, it's like this guy got the manual of life. Who will say that? Nobody got the manual of life. But in Proverbs chapter 14, the Bible says that the wisdom of the prudent, it's to give thought of their ways, and the folly of the fools, it's deception. It's deceptive. So when you get a fool, it's like you get deceived that, yeah, whatever you did yesterday, whatever you've just done, is something that it's not thoughtful. It's something that you cannot think about. Already it's done. You know, when you do something, whether it's good or whether you do something, and that thing is not really good, or the results not amazing as you really wanted, yeah, you really need to give it a thought. That's the wisdom of the prudent. If you're gonna be prudent, you really need to give thought of things that you've always done. Sometimes you find yourself, yes, you've done a business, and because it failed, you just thought, yeah, yeah, it's part of life. You fail, you stand up, you fail, you stand up. No, no, no. Sometimes you really to give some thoughts to it. Think about it. Think why you failed. Think the ways that you went wrong. Think why you deviated, or why you drifted from the direction that you are going, and that you will be wiser. You will be wiser. But when you deceive yourself and you think, oh, it went the way it went because of what it went, or how it went through, and you start doing other things, sometimes you will find yourself in the wrong way. Sometimes you will find yourself in the wrong way. The same chapter, the Bible tells us that, you know you may rejoice, and at the end the heart may ache. The heart may get into pain, and there are some ways that seems to be right in the eyes of men, but in the end the ways lead to death. The end leads to death. That is how people deceive themselves. It's always good to check out, to be thoughtful of your ways. Which way? Yes, it seems to be right, but I really need to be thoughtful about it. Yes, the business seems to be thriving, the business seems to be mwah, but you really need to be thoughtful. Whatever I'm doing here seems to be very right, but I might be deceiving. I might be deceiving myself. And when you deceive yourself, it means you are a fool. You are a fool. You don't have to deceive yourself. You just need to be thoughtful of your ways, the ways that you've been going through. What have you been going through? Or what are the steps that you have been going through? And by doing that, you will be more wiser than yesterday. You'll be more wiser than yesterday. Therefore, I urge you guys, I urge you, my people, always look back, always reflect on what happened yesterday, on what happened the day after yesterday, on what you did when you're doing your business, when you're starting your first business, when you're starting your second business, why you failed the first time, why you failed the second time, why you failed the third time, and try to correct it, and try to learn from it. You know, try to think why you are successful the first time, why you are successful the second time, why you were successful the third time, why you've been so smooth in your leadership, why you've been so smooth in your ministry, why you've been so smooth, why your progress seems to be something that is off track. You can be thoughtful about that, and by doing that, you'll be more wise. But when you deceive yourself, it's when you think, yes, it's just happening, it's just happening, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like I got some favor, things are just good on my way. It's just like, oh, the weather has favored me, the society is just favoring me. All right, okay, okay, it's upon you, but don't deceive yourself. It's always good to give thought, and when you give thought, that is when you find that you find God in your situation. When you give thought in everything that you do, in everything that has happened in your life, in everything that you have gone through, that is when you find, yes, you can get the root cause of your problem, or the root cause of your success, or the root cause of your joy, the root cause of your pain, because already you have given it some thought. Like your ways, the path to your pain, the path to your success, the path to your joy, the path to your marriage, the path to your to everything that you have achieved. When you give it a thought, that is when you decide, yes, I'm gonna make it better. That is when you think, I'm gonna make it worse. Oh, that is when you think, oh, I need a remedy. I need a medicine. No, I need a solution. I can't go through this anymore. I can't go through this anymore. Yes, because sometimes when our hormones already get more excited, I don't know whether you've ever found yourself in this situation, like you just got over excited and you overreacted, and after you overreacted, you just did something that is fully, and you just messed up. Maybe you broke something that was much valuable. Maybe, like those people who go to drink, for those people who do parties, yeah. People drink and they get overexcited, and you find them breaking glasses, and they end up paying things, they end up messing up just because you are overexcited. And if, as they were getting excited, if they thoughtfully, their movement, or their change of character, or their change of emotions, or their change of excitement, they would have managed their excitement in a better way. They would have they would have managed their excitement in a better way, because already they have given some thought to their ways. Like, since I started to drink this first drink, the second drink, the third drink, it's like I'm getting overexcited. It's like I'm overreacting. It's like, oh, I'm laughing too much. It's like I'm giving so much stories. Like you end up giving your secrets to your enemies without knowing, just because you overdid it. That's why the Bible is telling us, some rejoicing may end up in some pain, in some heartache. It might end up not in a good way, because you, as you are rejoicing, as you are being joyful, you didn't overlook, you didn't give some thoughts to it. Therefore, it's always good to do some reflection in every step of your, or in every step that you step in your life. When, like, for me, I can say, I've been progressing. Sometimes even I know when I'm stumbling, because I give myself some reflection of my journey, how I've been moving, how I've been progressing, how I've been stepping a step by step, You know, like how I've been affected by my inconsistency and my consistency. How I've been affected by my habits on a day on to day basis. All right. Therefore, it's always good to reflect. It's always good to give thoughts to your behaviors, to whatever that you do, uh, to anything, because it shows how you are wise. It shows about how you're wise. So it's always good to reflect. Sometimes I know when I'm stagnant because I'm giving some thoughts, and I try not to be dormant. I try to find some solutions of why I'm dormant, why I'm stagnant. Sometimes I see, oh God, I'm thriving, I'm going somewhere, and from there I try to focus on things on that have made me to be what I am by that time. I try to think what have made me to thrive for the last 2 weeks, for the last 1 month, for the last 1 year. And I try to put more effort in my strengths, the strengths that have made me to be who I am by that time. Therefore, it's always good to reflect. I really want you to, 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 to check on your ways. To check on your ways. Do not let foolishness deceive you, because when you deceive yourself that everything is all right, yes, everything is all right, you're going well. That's why you find people, they are making a lot of millions, and after all, some, I didn't say most, I said some. You see some millionaires or some people, they get a lot of money and all of a sudden they're broke because they're not keeping track of their records. They're not keeping track of their ways. They're not keeping track. They're not reflecting on how their life have changed, how their lives have been changing, because they're not wise. They're just deceiving themselves, like, oh God, I've still got some money, I'm still a millionaire, I'm still, and when you go down here, when you go down here in Florida, when you go into that beach, when you go into Paris, when you go into Mombasa, and 1 week, 3 weeks, your money is, you don't have any money. Your money is gone. Your money is gone. You have just enjoyed your life into to the fullest. And you didn't remember. You didn't remember to buy even something. We get you go. We've had stories of men who've gone to places and they enjoyed their money. Maybe they just sold maybe their shamba, their plot, for something else, maybe to invest. And when they went to a city, they enjoyed themselves, and they didn't track. They didn't. It's like they were not tracking where they came from, or why they came to Nairobi, why they came to this city, you know. And when they did that, they found themselves in a corner, and all of a sudden they would find, oh, I have not done anything with my money. I have not done anything of progress. I'm like, oh my God. And if you find yourself doing that kind, that's something, doing a mess once, twice, thrice, and you're still not going back into it and asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I on the wrong side each and every time? Why am I going back to the mess the first, the second, and the third time? Then it means foolishness is seeking you. It's like how the Bible says, like the devil is rolling like a lion and he wants to devour you. It's like foolishness wants to devour you, and the foolishness is seeking you, right, left, and center. Foolishness is seeking you like never before. So it's always good to keep track, records of the things that you're doing, and also it's always good to reflect, and also uh, give thoughts to your ways, you know your ways. Your way, it's something that we can say, ups and downs. Look, how have you been maneuvering? How have you been maneuvering to reach where you are? Yeah, because if you find yourself you've been repeating the same mistake, I think you are in a good position to change it. If you see yourself, yes, you've been doing well and these are the strength, you're gonna put some little more efforts to your strengths and minimize your weaknesses, that you may be more successful, you'll be more great than you are today. You will be more consistent, you will be more productive, yeah, and that will help you so much. You are my people. I really love you. Continue to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget that. Continue to share my content. I love you guys. I'll always pray for me to get the best for you. God bless you.